a big increase in the Labour vote in the election, and I'm very proud of that. And I'm very proud of all those people that came together in the campaign, the massive events and rallies we had, the constituencies that we gained, such as here in Brighton. Well done, Lloyd Russell Mills. And we're heading down the coast a little bit eastwards. I think Hastings deserves a Labour MP. And there's quite a few other places westwards that deserve a Labour MP as well. And so this government wanted re-election on the basis of being strong and stable to avoid having what they used to call the coalition of chaos. Well, I tell you what, this week in Parliament, you could see who was pleased with the election result and you could see who wasn't. We didn't quite win the election, that I fully understand, and I'm obviously very disappointed we didn't quite get the majority that we were pushing so hard for. But I tell you this, on Monday we will be putting before Parliament our amendments, our version of the Queen's speech, the government programme. And on Wednesday and Thursday we'll be inviting Parliament to vote on our amendments. Our amendments about a taxation system that works to alleviate poverty, not increases inequality. Our amendments about investment in housing and education. Our investment in health service and social care. Our investment in mental health services. We'll be putting all those issues before Parliament. Now, we will press on that, and at every opportunity, because so far as I'm concerned, I'm very happy indeed to face a general election tomorrow if it's available. But this time it's going to be different. This time it's going to be different. I only did 100 events in this election campaign. We're going to do more! We're going to be in every part of the country giving this message of unity, this message of hope. Because you know what? We've had some awful events in this country over the last few weeks. That awful event in Manchester when so many wonderful young people died. The attack in my own constituency the other day. The dreadful attack on London Bridge. Those are awful events, and the only answer to that is bringing communities together, is unity in the strength of that adversity, and is having properly funded public services to make sure we're all protected. You don't get protection by getting rid of 20,000 police officers. You get protection by employing more of them. And so, when we come together as people, as we did in the election campaign, when we come together as people in society and communities, there's nothing we can't achieve together when you work together for each other. But if you go in the other direction of spreading division, spreading hatred, spreading racism, spreading xenophobia, spreading Islamophobia, spreading anti-Semitism, spreading any other kind of racist division, you don't achieve anything. All you do is to create division, suspicion, fear and hatred. What humans intrinsically are collective. Intrinsically are collective coming together to achieve things for all. In life, we don't pass by on the other side. If we see somebody in distress or need, we go over to them and help them. That's what we do. That's what humans naturally do. Can't we translate that a bit further and have a collective approach to the way in which we govern our country, to the way in which we provide our services? So we don't pass by on the other side when people are in mental health stress or homeless or going through a crisis in their lives. And that way, you know, we're all much stronger. A child that is brought up in poverty is less likely, sadly, to achieve their potential in school, college or university. They lose, we lose. The community loses, they lose. It doesn't have to be like that. So, we're going to be out there campaigning from now on all these issues. of austerity, of injustice, of poverty in Britain. We're going to be campaigning on all those issues of investment and a decent future for all of us. And a Labour government that wants good relations with the rest of the world, that promotes human rights and democracy around the world, that has a tariff-free trade relationship and partnership with Europe. A government that works for all of the people, all of the time, and sees inequality as something to challenge, not something to cherish. That is the difference between us and the Tories. That is the difference between us and them. And I invite all of you to campaign with us, to get that election, to get that change. But don't just go away at that point, because communities together build societies together and make us all so much stronger. That surely is the lesson of the election campaign. That is the lesson of all of us here today. That is the lesson of what we've just been discussing in that conference. Give people hope, not fear. Give people unity, not division.